Cisco is facing a critical security situation, as two zero-day vulnerabilities in its ASA firewall software are reportedly under active attack. This development raises significant concerns for organizations relying on these systems for their network security. On September 25, 2025, Cisco alerted its customers about the flaws affecting the Cisco Secure Firewall Adaptive Security Appliance and Threat Defense software. The vulnerabilities could allow attackers to execute arbitrary code or access restricted areas without proper authentication. While Cisco has confirmed attempts to exploit these vulnerabilities, details about the attackers or the extent of the threat remain unclear. Next, we'll explore the specifics of these vulnerabilities, the response from cybersecurity authorities, and what organizations should do to protect themselves. If you found this update helpful, please like, share, and subscribe to InfoSec Now for the latest cybersecurity news. Your support really helps us continue building useful content for cybersecurity professionals. On September 25, 2025, Cisco's announcement prompted immediate action from the Cybersecurity and Infrastructure Security Agency, CISA, which issued Emergency Directive ED-25-03. This directive specifically instructs federal agencies to promptly identify, analyze, and mitigate potential compromises stemming from the vulnerabilities in Cisco's ASA and FDD software. The urgency of this directive highlights the severity of the situation, as CISA recognized an ongoing exploitation campaign by an advanced threat actor. CISA's alert detailed that the vulnerabilities CVE-2025-20333 and CVE-2025-20362 could allow attackers to execute arbitrary code or access restricted endpoints without authentication. This alarming capability has led CISA to classify the vulnerabilities within its known exploited vulnerabilities (KEV) catalog, compelling agencies to implement necessary mitigations within a tight 24-hour window. The agency's communication also identified the threat cluster known as Arcane Door, previously linked to attacks on various perimeter network devices. This group, associated with the actor codenamed UAT4356, has demonstrated sophisticated techniques, including the manipulation of read-only memory (ROM) to maintain persistence within compromised devices. CISA emphasized that this actor has been operational since at least 2024, showcasing a long-standing intent to exploit vulnerabilities in critical network infrastructure. Furthermore, the implications of these vulnerabilities extend beyond Cisco's ASA platform, as they are also present in certain versions of Cisco Firepower appliances. However, Firepower's Secure Boot feature provides an additional layer of protection against the identified ROM manipulations. This context illustrates the broader cybersecurity landscape, where the interplay between various security devices and threat actors poses significant challenges for organizations tasked with safeguarding their networks. As organizations scramble to address the vulnerabilities in Cisco's ASA and FDD software, the ramifications extend beyond immediate technical fixes. The urgency of CISA's emergency directive highlights the critical nature of this situation, particularly for federal agencies that must comply within a stringent 24-hour window. This directive underscores the heightened risk environment created by these vulnerabilities, compelling organizations to reassess their cybersecurity posture and incident response strategies. The threat actor associated with this exploitation, identified as UAT4356, has a history of targeting perimeter network devices, indicating a sophisticated level of operational capability. Organizations using Cisco ASA or Firepower appliances must not only patch these vulnerabilities but also remain vigilant against potential follow-on attacks. This may involve enhanced monitoring for unusual network activity, as the exploitation techniques could evolve or be repurposed against other systems. Moreover, the potential for chaining these vulnerabilities poses a strategic concern. Attackers could leverage the ability to bypass authentication mechanisms to gain deeper access within networks, potentially leading to significant data breaches or system compromises. Organizations must therefore prioritize not just immediate patching, but also a comprehensive review of their network segmentation and access controls to mitigate the risk of lateral movement by attackers. The collaboration between international cybersecurity agencies in responding to this threat reflects a growing trend towards collective defense in the cybersecurity landscape. Organizations should take this opportunity to engage with their local cybersecurity centers and share intelligence to better understand the threat landscape, as well as to fortify their defenses against similar vulnerabilities in the future. In summary, the impact of these vulnerabilities is profound, necessitating a multifaceted response that encompasses immediate technical fixes, strategic risk assessments, and enhanced collaboration with cybersecurity partners. As the threat landscape continues to evolve, organizations must remain agile and proactive in their cybersecurity efforts to safeguard their critical assets. As organizations scramble to address the vulnerabilities in Cisco's ASA firewall software, immediate action is crucial. Cisco has issued a strong recommendation for users to apply patches to both CVE-2025-20333 and CVE-2025-20362 to mitigate the risks associated with these flaws. The urgency is underscored by CISA's emergency directive, which mandates federal agencies to identify and analyze potential compromises within 24 hours. This directive highlights the critical nature of the situation, as the vulnerabilities allow for unauthorized access and potential remote code execution. In addition to applying patches, organizations are encouraged to conduct thorough audits of their network security configurations. This includes reviewing user access controls, monitoring for unusual activity, and ensuring that all systems are up to date with the latest security measures. The attribution of the attacks to the Arcane Door threat cluster adds another layer of complexity, suggesting a sophisticated adversary with a history of targeting network devices. Furthermore, the involvement of international cybersecurity agencies like the Australian Cybersecurity Centre and the UK National Cybersecurity Centre indicates a coordinated global response to this threat. Organizations should consider sharing intelligence and collaborating with these agencies to bolster their defenses. As the situation evolves, continuous monitoring for signs of exploitation is essential. Implementing advanced threat detection systems and anomaly detection tools can provide organizations with greater visibility into potential breaches. Additionally, maintaining an open line of communication with cybersecurity teams and stakeholders will facilitate a swift response to any emerging threats associated with these vulnerabilities. In summary, rapid patching, rigorous network audits, and proactive threat monitoring are vital next steps for organizations looking to safeguard their systems against the ongoing exploitations linked to Cisco's ASA vulnerabilities. If you found this update helpful, please like, share, and subscribe to InfoSec Now for the latest cybersecurity news. Your support really helps us continue building useful content for cybersecurity professionals.